Hi mga kawawmat, in this video lesson, we will discuss the law of sines. So the learning competency, apply laws of sines in solving oblique triangles, including ambiguous cases. But in this video, we will focus first in defining oblique triangles and derive the ratio relationships established by the law of sines. We will also solve for missing sides and angles of oblique triangles given AAS or ASA conditions. So in the next video, we will discuss the SSA or the ambiguous cases. So let us have first the activity, determine whether the given angle measures form a right triangle or not a right triangle. So in this activity, just answer if this set of angle measures will form a right triangle or not. So number 1, yes, this can form a right triangle. For number 2, it is not a right triangle. Number 3, right triangle. Number 4 is also a right triangle. Number 5, no. And number 6, no. Okay, so how will you know if the measures or the interior angles or this set of angle measures will form a right triangle? If there is a 90-degree angle. Let's have another activity. Identify the arrangement of the given sides and angles in each triangle. Then classify it as ASA, AAS, or SSA. So in this example, so I want you to identify or classify this if it's ASA, AAS, or SSA. So for number 1, the first one, I have here 2 angles and 1 side wherein the side is not included. So therefore, this is AAS. So as you can see, the side here is not in between the 2 angles. Why? Because the side is not included. So yung side na to, itong side na to, kung nandito siya, included siya. But since wala siya sa gitna or in between the 2 angles, therefore it is not included. So that is AAS. How about the second one? So this is an example of ASA. So angle, side, angle. As you can see, the side here is included because the given side is included. The side is in between the 2 angles. For number 3, we have 2 angles and 1 side. So this is also an example of AAS because the given side is not included. Next, we have, so what do you think is this triangle? This is SSA. Why? Because we have 2 sides and 1 angle where the given angle is not included. So, wala siya sa gitna ng dalawang sides natin. So, therefore, SSA. And the last triangle we have, so I have here 2 angles and 1 side. And the side is included. So, this is ASA. 2 angles, angle, side, angle. Okay, so why it is important to know if the given triangle is a right triangle or not? So in our first activity, pina-identify ko muna kung right triangle siya o hindi. So again, if there is a 90-degree angle, then that is a right triangle. Unless, kung wala siyang 90-degree angle, ibig sabihin that is an oblique triangle. Like in the given illustration here, I have here a triangle that has an interior angles of 45 degrees, 35 degrees, and 100 degrees. So the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is always 180. 100 plus 45 plus 35 is equal to 180. But as you can see, you cannot find here an angle that measures 90 degrees. So therefore, this is an oblique triangle. Okay. So, Always remember that an oblique triangle is a triangle in which there is no right angle. In order to solve the triangle, we need to know 3 parts of which at least one is a side. So, dapat meron tayong kahit isang side na given. Now, so again this is just a representation of the triangle. Okay, so in solving an oblique triangle for the missing sides and angles, we can no longer use the idea of the SOHCAHTOA trigonometric ratios because this is no longer a right triangle. But we can use that to derive the equation or the formula that we can use in finding the missing sides and angles of an oblique triangle. So, this is your height. Okay? So, pwede natin gamitin itong idea ng SOHCAHTOA in finding the missing sides and angles of an oblique triangle. So, given this triangle, meron tayong height that will form 2 right angles. So, that makes it focus on the left-right triangle. Ito po yung ating isang triangle. So, using the SOHCAHTOA, we will have the sine ratio of sine A opposite, which is your height, over B, the hypotenuse. So, we will get H is equal to B sine A. So, H is equal to B sine A. Next, on the next triangle, we have sine B opposite, that is your H, sine B opposite over hypotenuse. So, opposite is H over A. Then we will get H is equal to A sine B. Again, so in deriving the formula or the equation we use in finding the missing sides and angles of an oblique triangle, we can still make use of the idea of the SOHCAHTOA because we have the height or the altitude in deriving the formula. So we now have H is equal to B sine A and also H is equal to A sine B. So as you can see by transitivity, we have H is equal to H. So therefore, since they both B sine A and A sine B are equal to H, since pareho silang equal sa H, therefore, B sine A is also equal to A sine B. Again, by giving these two equations, since pareho silang equal sa height, therefore, si B sine A is also equal to A sine B. Therefore, for us to get, we will divide both sides by sine A sine B and sine A sine B on the right side of the equation. So we can now cancel sine A and sine B. What's left is B over sine B is equal to A over sine A. Which is also, therefore we can also say that that is also equal to C over sine C. And that makes it the law of sine. So we now have the law of sines A over sine A is equal to B over sine B, which is also equal to C over sine C. Note that the law of sines can also be written in the reciprocal form. So it depends paano o kung ano yung mas madali sa inyo na gamitin gamiting equation para mas madaling ma-solve yung missing side and angles. But tip is if you are looking for the side, then use this equation or ratio na kung saan ang nasa numerator is the angle. If you are looking for the sides, use this ratio na kung saan the sides ay nasa numerator. Now, this small letters represents the sides, while these capital letters represents your angles. The law of sines can also take several forms. We can have A is equal to B sine A over sine B, this one. So, we have these 6 forms. Depende po yan kung ano po yung inyong ratio. So, let's say for example, this 2. So, kapag ito po yung ating equation, therefore, you will have A. And then, if you are looking for A is equal to B sine A over sine B. A is equal to B sine A over sine B. Ito po siya. Again, when the 2 angles of a triangle are given with one side, we first find the third angle and then use the law of sines to find the other 2 sides. Now, in our activity kanina, inalam natin kung ano bang klaseng triangle siya. Kinlasify natin if it's ASA, AAS, SSA, kasi po, dun lang po natin gagamitin ang law of sines. If the triangle is in ASA and AAS condition. Now, when it comes to SSA, that is the special case. So, yun po yung i-discuss natin sa next video lesson. Another, the law of sines can be used in solving a triangle when we know any of the following. Ito po. So, in the law of sines, you must have 2 angles and one side. It can be ASA or AAS, or 2 sides and an angle opposite of these sides. So, SSA, ito po yung special case o yung tinatawag nating ambiguous cases. So, let's have an example. Given 2 angles and one side, solve the triangle shown in the figure. So, I have here a triangle which is a representation of AAS. So, bakit siya AAS? Because I have here 2 angles and one side. So, 2 angles and one side. As you can see, the side is not included. That's why it is AAS. So, in solving the missing sides and angles of a triangle, so identify po muna natin. First step is we have to determine first the third angle. Since we all know that in triangle sum theorem, the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is always 180. So, I have here 45, 50. So, ilan pa po ang kulang para maging 180? So, we have, for us to find angle C, 180 minus the sum of angle A and angle B, which is 95. So, ilan pa po yung kulang para maging 180? We only need 85 degrees. So, that is the first step. Again, in solving missing sides and angles of a triangle, using the law of sines, first step is to find first the third angle. Always remember that the interior angles of a triangle is always 180. So again, the first step, find the third angle. So we already found the measure of the third angle. We can now find the measure of B and C. Ano pong uunahin? It's up to you kung ano pong uunahin. But first, let us find B. Okay. Ano po ang gagamitin nating ratio kapag we are looking for the sides of the triangle? So, we can make use of the B over sine B is equal to A over sine A. Why? Since we are looking for B, yan ang ilalagay natin sa unahan, is equal to A over sine A. Why did I use A over sine A and not C over sine C? Ma'am, pwede po bang C over sine C? No, kasi po ang gagamitin natin is yung may given. We are using A over sine A because meron tayong value ng A and we also have value for the sine A. If we will be using C over sine C, ang meron lang tayong value doon is the sine C. Wala tayong value sa C. Okay? So, in using the correct formula or ratio for the law of sines, first is yung unknown. So, since we are looking for B, B over sine B is equal to, since kompleto yung given ng A, yun ang gagamitin natin, A over sine A. Now, let us substitute the values. Your B is the unknown. Your sine B, pag sinabing B, capital letter yan, ibig sabihin that is referring to the angle. Your B is 50 degrees. So, sine 50 degrees is equal to, your A is 8, and then, your sine A, ibig sabihin, angle na naman ito, sine 45 degrees. Next, so we have, by cross multiplication, B is equal to, Ganun po yan by cross. So, B is equal to 8 sine 50 degrees over sine 45 degrees. So, using the calculator here, press the fraction button and then lagay lang po natin yung nasa numerator. So, 8 and then click sine 50 degrees. Do not forget to close. Now, enter na po natin yung numerator. Arrow down. Click po natin yung arrow down. And then just enter the sign 45 degrees. And then click equals. So as you can see, we got an equals. Yan. So we got an approximately 8.67. So in my case, kapag sa klase, I always ask my students to express their answers into decimal places. But depende po yan sa teacher nyo. Kung wala naman sa choices yung naka 2 decimal places, then convert your answer or express your answer in whole number. So kapag whole number, that will become 9. Kasi po, round off natin yan. So, that will become 9. Pero, kung 2 decimal places ang pinapagawa, then that is 8.67. So, depende po sa teacher. Okay? So, therefore, your B is equal to approximately 8.67. Next, let us solve for C. So, we now have the value for B. Let us now solve for C. Ito na lang po ang hahanapin natin. So, automatic, yung nandito na ilalagay natin is C. Kasi yun po yung unknown. So, C over sin C is equal to A over sin A. In this case, can we use the B over sin B? Yes, pwede po. Why? Kasi meron na tayong value dito sa B. So, in this case, pwede nyo na pong gamitin si B over sin B. But ako, nag-stick pa rin ako sa A over sin A. But again, pwede nyo pong gamitin si B over sin B. Why? Kasi po may value na po tayo dito. Kanina, we cannot use the C over sin C. Why? Kasi wala pa pong value dito. Okay? So, now, to solve for C, again, automatic, yung first ratio mo dito is C over sin C. Kasi yun po yung hinahanap. Kagaya dito, B. So, B over sin B. And then, the other ratio is kung ano po yung kompleto yung given. Okay, so in this case, pwede na ritong gamitin si B over sin B. But I will use A over sin A. So, let us substitute the values. The unknown is C over, your C is 85 degrees. So, sin 85 degrees is equal to, your A is, what is your A? 8. And then, the sin A, always remember that this capital letter represents your angle. So, sin A is sin 45 degrees. So, by cross multiplication, we will have C is equal to, ganun tayo. So, 8 times sin 85 degrees over sin 45 degrees. So, let us use the calculator. Press the fraction button and then just enter all the given values. 8 sin 85 degrees, arrow down, 8 sin 85 degrees, arrow down, click the sign, and then 45 degrees, and then press equals. So, you will have 11.27. So, C is approximately 11.27. But again, it depends on your teacher. Kung ang pinapalagay ni teacher na sagot is whole number, then this will become 11. Okay? So, in my case, I always ask my students to express their answers in 2 decimal places. Unless wala sa choices, so they need to express it in to the nearest whole number. So, therefore, your C is 11.27. Let's have example number 2. Given 2 angles and one side, solve the triangle shown in the given figure. So, a while ago, we have an example of AAS, 2 angles and a non-included side. So, in this example, this is an example of ASA because your side here is included. So, ano nga ulit ang first step natin? First step is to look for the third angle, which is the angle B. So, in finding the measure of angle B, we need to add this 2 and subtract the sum from 180. So, 180 minus the sum of angle A and angle C. So, 180 minus the sum, which is 43.8 and 62.2, we will get a total of 106 degrees. So, ibabawas natin siya sa 180 at ano na lang po ang maiiwan? We still need 74 degrees for have a total of 180 degrees. Always remember that the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is always 180. So, therefore, your angle B is 74 degrees. Tandaan po, ang first step when we are solving for the law of sines. We are using the law of sines. First step is to find the measure of the third angle. Now, next, after finding the measure of the third angle, we need to look for the measures naman ng sides nila. So, kahit ano pong mauna pwede. So, let us solve for A. So, again, yung first ratio natin will be A over sine A since we are looking for A is equal to, ano nga po yung ilalagay natin dito? Kung ano yung kompleto yung given. Okay. So, we have, if you will be using C, walang given sa C. So, if you will be using B, kompleto siya. Merong angle, merong side. So, yun ang gagamitin nating ratio. So, we have, let us substitute the values. Your A is equal to, what is the measure of your angle A? 43.8. So, that is sine 43.8 is equal to, your B is 15.8 over sine B. Your B is 74. So, that is sine 74 degrees. So, we have to solve for A, cross multiply. So, we have A is equal to 15.8 times sine 43.8 degrees over sine 74 degrees. So, let us solve using calculator. Press the fraction button and then just input all the values, 15.8, and then click sign. In some calculators, they need to enclose the sign bago i-press yung sign. Kailangan nila i-enclose sa open parenthesis. Merong calculator, especially yung mga one-liner calculator, na kailangan i-enclose nila ito sa parenthesis. But kapag ganito naman yung calculator, pwede nang kahit hindi. Okay, so sine 43.8 degrees. Arrow down, sundan lang po natin. So, na-input na po natin 15.8 sine 43.8 degrees. Arrow down. And then, just input sine 74 degrees. And then, what's next? Do not forget to press the sign. Kasi iba po ang makukuha nating value kapag nakalimutan nating i-press yung sign button. So, kailangan i-press po natin yung sign if that is an angle. And then, press equals. So, you will get an approximately 11.38. So, 11.38. So, that is the measure of side A. But again, depende sa teacher. If your teacher asks you to express your answers in whole number, then that will become 11. Okay, so that is 11.38. Do not forget the unit, inches. Next, let us solve for C. So, for the C, again, so ano yung first ratio natin? Therefore, we will use C over sine C kasi yun yung hinahanap natin. Is equal to, kung ano po yung kompleto ang given, I'll be using B over sine B. Is it allowed to use A over sine E? A. Yes, kasi po may given ka na rito, so kompleto na siya. So, it's up to you kung B ang gagamitin or A. Kasi po, same lang naman po ang makukuha na sagot doon. So, we have B over sine B. If you will use A over sine A, okay lang po. Same lang po yun. So, we have C over your sine C. What is the angle? 62.2 degrees is equal to your B is 15.8 over sine 74 degrees. So, just look at your triangle. Look at the given measures of your triangle. And then, make sure po na tama ang substitution po natin. So, we will have C is equal to 15.8 times sine 62.2 degrees over sine 74 degrees. So you will get, let us use the calculator. We have 15.8 sine, press the sine button, and then enter the 62.2, arrow down, and then sine 74. Okay, always double check your values before pressing the equal button. So 15.8 times sine 62.2 over sine 74, then press equals. Okay, so we have 14 points since this is 9. So magiging round your answers to 2 decimal places. So 14.54. So therefore, your C or side C is approximately 14.54 inches. Okay, so it's your time. I'll give you 1 minute to answer, or you may pause this video before you reveal the answer. Pwede nyong itry sumagot given A as a triangle. So I have here, angle A is 35 degrees. Your C is 95 degrees. Ayan, naibigay ko na, nalagay ko na dito yung third angle. So, try po natin sumagot bago po natin i-reveal yung sagot. Alright, so kung hindi pa enough yung time, pwede nyo i-pause yung video para mas may time pa kayo na sumagot. And then check your answers kung tama. If you got it correct, then ibig sabihin naintindihan at nagawa natin ng tama. If may mga parts ng solutions natin na may corrections, then subukan natin ulit sagutan on our own, para ma-check natin kung kaya na natin sumagot independently. So, ito po yung ating answer. So, again, first step is to find the third angle. So, naibigay ko na siya. That is 50 degrees. And then, solve for A. So, that is approximately 8.99 inches, since ang unit natin ay inches, so you have to put inches here. And then our C, side C is 15.61 inches. So I hope you got it correct. Congratulations. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe.